Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day, wherever you are on the planet. You are through to the Lunar Lounge podcast show brought to you by Magic Mind. Go get your Magic Mind packs. The details, I actually didn't put the details there in the last week's show. Naughty me. But I will be putting it up there at some point today. But if you go to perhaps maybe the ones from the last couple of weeks ago, if you check the information box, you'll be able to see the details of the discount details, and you can go and get your pack if you need that energy boost, feeling mental fatigue, you need that clarity of mind. This is the drink and the shot that you need to be having on a daily basis. I'm telling you, forget your coffee, get some natural stimulation. Dania. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. My name is Israel Josie. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time every week, it's supposed to be twice a week. It will be going back to twice a week. I am available also on all the podcast platforms. That is Spotify, Amazon, Apple. You can find my shows there. Although last week's wasn't up, it hasn't been uploaded yet. Yes, I know, right? But you can watch it on the YouTube also as well. So thank you very much for you guys who support me. I'm also live on the Instagram. I'm supposed to be live on the Instagram. I believe I'm live on the Instagram, but you know what? I have no idea if I am or not. But I'll give a little run check in a moment. Even on YouTube, I'm supposed to be. I can see the YouTube because I can see the comments if they're coming through, and I can see a few comments coming through here. So that means that I am live on the YouTube as well. If you're listening to the show, if you're joining for the first time, it's an astrological show. It's astrologically centered. However, I do try to rope in other schools of thought as well into it as well, whether it be philosophy, whether it be tarot, psychology, everything, history. You got to do everything, I suppose, as an astrologer. You got to rope it all in. But it is, technically speaking, it's an astrological show. So welcome to the show. And speaking about astrology, I'll be bringing up the chart in a moment. The chart for the moment. The chart for the moment, where the planets are right now. Also later on as well, we've got competition time. We do have a winner. It's quite interesting. 5 people emailed in. 3 of the people got all of the answers correct. 1 even went as far as giving me 5 answers. I did ask for 4. All within the space of all under 2 minutes, technically speaking. 2 minutes and under. So, unfortunately, there can only be one winner. and there is one winner. I'll announce that later on, and I will be posting another question for another chance for you to win £30. Also, let's run in the show. There will be the tarot card of the week. I will be showing you that as well. Let's know. I said let us know. Well, I'll be letting you know what the tarot card of the week is. Later on, towards the end of the show, I'll be picking out a card, and we'll go for tarot card of the week. What is happening? What is the weather like where you are? I'm in London, and it's at the moment rather cloudy. Yeah. I did say it was going to be a wet summer. Don't say I didn't tell you, because I did. So it is what it is. I also noticed as well that my second screen, normally you notice me always looking over here for my second screen. My second screen is like not functioning. Like what is going on? I know it's not. Well, I know Mercury's moving, and I have been telling you that I need to upgrade my computer. I do need to do that in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. Yeah, I've got to do that quick, man. I need some speed. I need some power. I need something powerful. I need one of them powerful computers. You know what I mean? Something that can run fast. Get me going. But it is what it is. But I'll be fiddling around with this. So you're going to notice me through the show be like my head kind of, you always normally do anyway, don't you? But I will be, my head will be going right throughout the show, because I'm going to be looking over here, because I'm trying to get this screen up and running. And well, I say screen up and running, but computer up and running. But I mean, let's see how the day goes, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to restart it, to be quite honest, because it looks like it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just need a kind of like a spring clean, to just kind of get everything kind of moving. I think that's what I need. It's with my equipment, that is. I mean, other things are okay, but I think I just need I need like a kind of like a Pluto, a mini Pluto transit. Don't want a heavy one, but a mini Pluto transit. Yeah. Speaking of Pluto, I mean, Pluto is trying in my own Pluto right now. I'm supposed to be rich. Where my money at? Speaking of money, I got an interesting call the other day. I tell you, it's not too far away, man. I can smell it. Bring me that money. Okay, we can all do with a little bit of that, can't we? Shout out to Faye. Shout out to Jacqueline. Shout out to Florence here. So yeah, Florence is saying, good afternoon, all pride, heart, rainbow, Philly. Or what are you in Philly? Like Philly? Like Fresh Prince Philly? Is that where you are? Let us know, man. So yeah. And somebody saying, so Jax is telling me that she's in cloudy London. So obviously she's taking a holiday. Normally she's bragging and boasting of how warm it is in Ghana. In the Great Gold Coast. But yeah, welcome to London. But I did tell you that it's going to be a wet summer, and we are experiencing that, at least definitely in the UK. And various parts of Europe is like that as well. Have you been watching the Euro tournament, Euro football tournament as well? I mean, there was a game, I can't remember who was playing the other day, but it was piercing down. And even yesterday as well, one of the games yesterday, I think it was between Turkey and Austria, pissing down with rain, like heavy rain. Like the other day, they had to stop the game. That's how it was. Yes, it was Germany and another team. They had to literally stop the game because the rain was coming down so heavy. It was like, wow, like really, like hailstones. They were really chucking it down. Like you saw people just dancing under these heavy showers. Like it's almost like they were under a waterfall. That's how it came across. So it's quite remarkable, actually, how certain countries are being experiencing very serious weathers. Having saying about serious weathers, I want to also turn our minds for a moment, if we can, and also as well during the day, during the week, if we can, to the people of the Caribbean parts of the world, because they are experiencing some heavy, heavy, heavy hurricane storms. Now we know. I think we're pretty much aware. It's 2024, and I think we've known for many years, of course, that those regions are hurricane prone, and they're subject to hurricanes pretty much. They have the hurricane season pretty much, and I think this time of the year is that. But for some, certain years, it's much more heavier and much more severe than other times. And I think this year is one of those severe kind of years. So if we can support, whether it's physically or through any kind of charity or financial or monetary means, but if not, mentally, spiritually, also as well, sending positive light, sending positive energy to them also as well. I suppose there is, even though they announce it and sometimes they know when the hurricane season is, you can never kind of prepare. There's only so much you can do, I guess, because I was just watching them the other day and I thought, wow, like, sometimes you do have to, just depending where you are on the planet or what situation or circumstances you're in, you have to just count your blessings. It's like really, really heavy. So yeah, prayers, thoughts out to those people in the Caribbean parts of the world who are going through certain, atrocities due to the severe weather conditions and the storms and so on and so forth. So, and let's hope it doesn't cause too much damage, although it already has. I've seen footages of boats turned over and rooftops coming off, and it's like, wow. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, if there is one, but yeah, that's Mother Nature for you, isn't it? So yeah, let me have a look here. Just wanted to see if am I on the Instagram, because yeah, I can see people on the Instagram. Shout out to everybody here on the Instagram. Welcome to the show. Who's this? Alik. Is it Alik? Alik 2A247. Some of you guys, these names with these aliases with all these codes behind it. I tell you, who you running away from, man? Got FBI onto you. Who? Because I know that those names ain't on your birth certificates, but it's all good, man. Yeah, we all have to have that nicknames or whatever codes it is that we think. So yeah, Coolio, welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. Okay, let us know what the weather is like wherever you are. Shout outs to Noel. Oh, hey, how you doing? Gracias. The arts of astrology, Emmanuel. My Orgasma, she's in the building, and shout out also as well. Colombe, is it Colombe? Colombe? Okay. Elena, what it says at the bottom also as well. Okay, so yeah, shout outs to you all. Welcome. Thanks for joining through the Lunar Lounge. So what else? Oh, is it me? It's raining. Yeah. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? I'm complaining about a little bit of rain, and in the same second, I've just been mentioning about what's going on in the Caribbean. I should be shutting up and getting along with it, but I'm just giving you the update where I am right now. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm noticing my computer screen's going. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Shout out to Yvette. Thank you for yeah. Okay. I'm fiddling over here, so do bear with me. I did say I was gonna be doing such thing. Yeah. So shout out to Yvette. Welcome. I do apologize if my screen kind of goes, you might see a little bit of a circle, like it's buffering. Does that still happen? Come on, man. What's all this 5G about? Ain't that meant to have stopped? Well, I'm not using 5G. Of course, I'm using, what is it now? Fiber, the fastest internet. Let me have some word. Is what it's. Shout out from Ukraine. Noel is letting me know it's hot and sunny. Somewhere in the Mediterranean, perhaps. We don't need to guess where he is. So either on the continent of Africa, Middle East, or in the Mediterranean. See, you always get some people rubbing it in our faces, don't you? It is what it is. You live and learn, right? So let's go to the chart for the moment. Let's look at what's happening astrology-wise. I'm going to do my little, fiddling around as I always do. And then you should be able to all see the screen. And here it is. We got the moon in Gemini. We got a Gemini moon, so we're all over the place. I'm here, there, and everywhere, baby. It is what it is. So yeah. So what is happening? I don't get this. Let me go back there. Why is that coming up like that? That should not be like that. I'm going to get rid of something. I must get rid of something. Okay. This is what I need to get rid of. That's better. That's how it should be looking. Again, Gemini. See, it's buffering guys for that. Okay, I'm also just trying to deal with a second computer, also a second screen, at least over here. Brother, what's going on here, man? Making my work difficult. Anyway, so here are the transits for right now, as we can see. Moon is in Gemini, like I said. So we got a Gemini moon. In a few days' time, we're going to have a new moon. It's going to be in the sign of Cancer. I have spoke about that. I spoke about that over the last couple of weeks. So people start getting prepared to start planting those new seeds into your life. That's what new moons essentially are about. Okay. However, what else is happening here? What can we see? Well, there's Mercury has moved into Leo. I think I spoke about that last week. I think it's very interesting to watch how and what kind of news we have been fed when Mercury, the planet, the god of communication, changes sign. I think we really see it. We see a shift in the kind of ways that something is being brought towards us. So we may be looking over the course of the next, he's going to go retrograde, isn't he? That's why he's speeding up. I just need to double check when Mercury retrograde. Does he leave? So he goes retrograde while it. Okay, so he's not going retrograde until August 5th, 6th. Okay, all right. Just keeping an eye on you. Well, August 4th. He goes stationary August 4th. Okay, so all right, let's bear that in mind. That he's you heard it here first. So exactly a month retrograde. So hence why he's speeding up. He's just really charging sort of ahead of the sun, because he's going to be slowing down in about, so roundabout probably he's going to be going retrograde on the 4th. So we could say probably the last week in July, you want to start getting things ready, start getting prepared, because that's where the slowdown really is going to start kicking in. So, okay, coolio, heads up there. However, he is in the sign of Leo, so we can experience perhaps something much more dramatic, much a bit more flair out there. We could experience quite a bit of creativity also as well. Definitely watch out for that. With the Mercury entering Leo. Currently, right now, as I speak to you, he is opposing the planet Pluto. Yeah, we're having a Mercury Pluto opposition. This is quite interesting because over here in the UK, we've got the elections, our general elections tomorrow. So people are going to be casting their votes for the new prime minister. It's kind of pretty clear. It seems like who's gonna win, but you never know. Sometimes those old people turn up, man, and when they turn up, no disrespect to old people, but I'm just saying, sometimes they turn up, and when they turn up, they swing that vote the other way. Hence why it's been one of the reasons why certain parties, I'm not going to mention their names, tend to get in because they get in because the older people tend to lean towards them, and they're the ones who tend to go out and vote. While the youngers, like, they don't really give a damn. They don't, they don't care. So that tends to happen. So so Coolio there. I mean, we'll see. But the point I wanted to make is that the planet Mercury is going to be opposing Pluto, and so Mercury Pluto is really Pluto is about that depth, and you got Mercury, the planet of communication. So there perhaps is some really deep thinking, number one, that we have to do. We have to really change because Pluto is the planet of transformation. So there's something about changing our way of thinking over the course of the next few days with Pluto, which would have started literally from yesterday, with Mercury opposing Pluto right now. So I feel that's something that's extremely, very, very significant that we need to pay very, very closing Pluto right now. So deep thoughts, deep contemplation. There can be room for manipulation. Pluto can manipulate. So many people's thoughts are being manipulated right now. And I think that's going to be very crucial for many places around the world. France as well are really kind of doing their thing as well with their politics. Hence why there's riots also as well that are happening out there as well, that are taking place. So a transformation, a change in our thoughts, and needing to look deeper, and needing to go really inward. Pluto has a very deep psychological, we need to research. This is a great time for research, people. So do your homework. Shout outs to Sister Afia. Florence is saying blurry chart. Is the chart blurry, people? Can you see it clearly? Do let me know. Is there something I can do about that? Why is it blurry? Shouldn't be blurry. Should be clear. Can you see it clearly now? Or maybe it's your screen. Give me a shout out, man. Let me know. So that's Pluto Mercury opposing Pluto. So that's going on at the moment. What else is happening here? Do we have anything else? Yes, we got Venus trining Saturn. I did tell you about that. It is separating, but Venus trining Saturn. managing that money, okay? Money management, spending money, like, you know, you know how it is. Um, it can be great for management. It can be great for relationship building. It could be great for friendship because Venus is also friendship, our social life, our pleasure life. So Venus trining Saturn right now can really be extremely helpful, and um, it can provide certain foundations for us to really build those particular structures in our life. So we got the Venus Saturn right now, which is really good. It's good. It's good for the money. That's good. Keeping things steady. Good for the relationships. Good for the love. A nice, easy, could be very creative as well for you people who are in the creative industry, especially fashion, music, poetry. That could also be a very good alignment that you could be tapping into right now. So yeah, we shall definitely take that. What else is happening? Okay, Jupiter's not doing much, not really making much aspects. Sun is on his way to trining Saturn. We could say he's on his way. On the 5th of July, we're going to be having at late night, this is GMT, we're going to be having a new moon in the sign of Cancer. Like I said, this is a negative one. It's in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is a zodiac sign. It's watery, it's sensitive, it's ruled by the moon as well. So this particular new moon has a bit of a kick to it. It's going to be highly sensitive. Speaking about the moon, I just had to take some water. Well, speaking about Cancer rising, what you expect? So yeah, so as I was saying, this is going to be a sensitive one. However, new moons are a time to initiate, to plant new things in your life. For you guys who do the rituals, prayers, meditations, visions, mantras, perhaps it's best to wait till the day after. So maybe like on the 6th, 7th, on 7th actually, 7th, 8th is actually good because the moon will be in Leo. These are really good times where that you can essentially, tap into. So yeah, do watch out for that. You are gonna be yeah. So that's gonna be it's gonna be on the 5th. We're having the new moon. So and this is a powerful new moon because the Cancer's ruled by the moon. So it's got, like I said, it's got potency to it. Yeah. And it can be great for anything to do with family, tribe, homeland, all of those kinds of things. Moon in Cancer, it can heighten up that connection. So that's a good look. And then after that new moon, I suppose we could say the new moon is actually going to be trining Saturn. So there is also some structure to this new moon as well. It's getting help. It's being aided by the planet Saturn. So I think that's really, really good. It's a bit far. I was going to try and put in the Mars and say there's a bit of a sextile, but kind of. There is a sextile, I guess. But yeah, so that's something to definitely want to tap into. So it's a potent new moon. We could definitely take that all on. Then we can start focusing on the after this new moon, the sun is going to start to make his way to trine Saturn. However, before that happens, starting from the 7th of July, from 6th, 7th, but more from the 7th of July, we're going to be having Mercury sextile Jupiter. Mercury sextile Jupiter is really good for any form of communication, great for travel, great for doing any kind of exam. You know, you want to pass your test, something like that. Well, if you can take your test around that time, that would be good. It would be good for signing any kind of document. It would be good for doing any kind of trade. So this is going to be picking up from the 7th of July. It will be exact on the 8th of July, the sextile between Mercury and Jupiter, and it will still be there on the 9th of July. Even on the 10th of July, the sextile will still be there. And then after that, from about the 11th of July, it's faded out. So technically speaking, we could say from the 7th to the 10th of July, we're having that sextile with Mercury and Jupiter. Really good, great for travel, great for any kind of maybe anything perhaps maybe to do with publishing, writing, learning, knowledge. You know, all of those kinds of things are going to be quite favorable. So yeah, watch this space. Yeah, it's it looks good. Yeah, I myself might buy myself a book or something, you know, do some more studying. I'm always studying anyway, but I'll do some more studying on this one. Mercury Jupiter, really good, really good. We can really utilize that one. So that's one for the books. As that is going on, the sun is making his trine because Saturn's also going retrograde right now. The sun is making a from, I mean, if we really want to take it, let's use 5 degrees from the 6th of July. From the 6th of July, the sun is going to be trining Saturn. Now, sun trining Saturn is really good for structure. It's really good for any kind of putting yourself in a position of responsibility. It's great for hard work. If you've had maybe something that you've been working on that you've been finding a bit difficult, you will find that during this time there is an ease of being able to get things done, of being able to complete things. So it's really good for any kind of organization. You want something organized in your life. You're trying to organize something. You're trying to work on something, trying to finish off a project, something to do with work. This would be really good, would be a good alignment to definitely be doing. The 6th of July, we're going to be getting the build-up for the sun trining Saturn, and that build-up will reach its peak literally on the 10th of July, 11th of July. That's when that trine is going to perfect itself. So really, really good. We're going to have sun trine Saturn. So we have aid. It can be great, you know, from the cosmos. It's almost like we're going to be getting a boost of energy that allows us to be able to organize our lives properly, structure our lives. This can be really good for business, for you guys who are in, can be really good for work and all those kind of things to really push things forward. So that's going to be a real good bonus right there. So yeah, we can take that one to the bank. Sun trine Saturn. So that perfects on the 10th and on the 11th of July. However, it will still be there even shortly after, but it will start to wane. It's probably fair to say you will the sun trine Saturn will be effective until about the 16th of July. Okay, but the 10th, 11th of July is when it's at its peak. After the 10th, 11th, it will start to wane, but it's still there, but it will start to weaken. But up until like the 15th, 16th, that's where it's the cutoff. However, before that, may I say, on the 11th of July, the planet Venus is going to move into the zodiac sign of Leo. Venus is going to enter the sign of Leo. So on the 11th, 12th, of July, Venus moves into Leo. Now we're going to have 2 planets in Leo. We're going to have Mercury in Leo. We're going to have Venus in Leo. And, about a week and a bit after that, the sun will also enter the zodiac sign of Leo as well. So we're going to be now tapping into the Leo energy. We've had a bit of Cancerian energy. We're currently still having Cancer. Well, Mercury's kind of moved into Leo already. So Mercury's departed from the sign of Cancer right now. So, but we had a great bit of Leo energy with the Sun, Venus, and Mercury there. We're going to have a new moon in Cancer. Why am I keep saying Leo? Cancer energy. We had some Cancer energy because we had Sun in Cancer, Venus in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer. We've got the new moon in Cancer coming up also as well. So we've been over the course of the next month or so, we've been having quite a bit of Cancerian energy. Now it's shifting. We're moving into that Leonic phase. It's the king of the lion. It's the majestic zodiac sign. That's what's coming up for us. So Mercury's already entered Leo. On the 11th of July, Venus is also going to enter Leo as well. So that is to be bed in. Then what happens? Then on this is going to be another interesting thing here. Round about the 17th of July, from the 17th of July, we're going to be having a sextile with Sun-Mars. Sun-Mars sextile. Mars is in Taurus at the moment, or he will be coming towards the end of Taurus at that moment. The Sun will be coming towards the end of Cancer. So there's going to be a sextile. We're going to be having an energy. We've got some energy kicking up here. The Sun-Mars. Okay? You Leos out there may be getting a kick of energy. Leo, listening, you may be getting a bit of kick of energy here. Shout out to Sister Aura. Greetings. Shout out to Hummingbird. She's also saying blurry chart too. You're getting blurry chart as well. What's going on here? Shout out to Shayo. Welcome to the show. Why are you guys getting a blurry? Let me look into this. What is happening here? And okay, no, that's not what I wanted. Bear with me a moment. I'm going to I'm going to put up the chart again. You shouldn't be getting a blurry chart. I don't know why that is. But I'll put it up again. Hopefully it's clearer. Maybe it's coming from my end. How's that? Is that clearer or is it me? It does look blurry on my screen too. Hold on a minute. What's going on here? Hard to say, isn't it? Yeah. Does look a bit blurry, I must say. Shout out to Miss Kazi. How you doing? Chart is fine from here. Okay. Sister Ora saying chart is fine. Maybe it's you guys. I'm joking. Okay, let's get back to it. 17th of July, like I said. The 17th of July is we got the sextile of Sun Mars. Okay. Also for you Aries and Aries rising as well, you may pick up on this energy too, because the ruler of your sign's a little bit slow at the moment in Taurus, but he's doing his thing. He's plodding through. But yeah, so we're going to be getting a sextile. We're also going to be getting a sextile with Sun Uranus. Time for the genius to come out. Shout outs to Katrina. Welcome to the show. Days in Decor. Welcome to the show. So we're going to be having a sextile with Sun Uranus, Sun Mars. That's quite explosive. Well, we're going to be having a Mars-Uranus conjunction, first and foremost. I think I should have talked about that. That's a few days before. That's going to be happening from about like the 13th, well, yeah, let's say 12th even. From about the 12th of July, we're going to be having Mars conjunct Uranus. Now, that could be a little bit explosive. Florence is saying, not still blurry. Okay, thanks. That could be quite explosive. Mars, Uranus can be like a bit like a pressure cooker. It's with Uranus, it's very unpredictable. Uranus can bring that kind of unusual kind of, it's like, yeah, out of nowhere, that kind of thing. So we got to be a bit mindful about, but it's explosive energy, it's creative energy. So let's watch out what's going on around the world during that particular time, from about that 11th, 12th of July. The conjunction between Mars and Uranus is going to be exact on the 15th. On the 15th of July. Then a few days later, on the 17th, we're going to have the sextile with Sun, Uranus, Sun, Mars. Quite a lot of energy there. Good potential. Quite explosive. There's a certain kind of explosive that we are not looking for. I don't want that kind of explosive, please. No. Because that's the kind of that's the kind of explosiveness that Mars, Uranus brings. Yeah, he brings that kind of explosive. We don't want that. Creative energy. We want to use this in a creative way, but it's going to be quite explosive nevertheless. 18th of July, the sextile is still there. The sextile is going to be exact with Sun and with the Sun and Uranus on the 18th of July. 19th of July, it's still there. 20th of July, we're getting the sextile also with Mars. The one with Uranus is going to be fading, but the one with Mars is now picking up. And then on the are you going to change signs on that day? I believe on the 20th/21st of July, the planet Mars is going to move into Gemini. Mars will move into Gemini on the 21st of July. Okay? Listening, people? Information is about to get rapid and fiery. And then literally on the 22nd of July, the sun is going to move from Cancer into Leo, where we're going to be having 3 planets in Leo. We're going to have the sun and Mercury all in Leo. However, what I want to talk about before then, on the 21st of July, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. Shout out to Tiffany. Hope you're well. How's the baby? What you're already saying in the comments. People are already asking you. Baby's good. But doesn't like to sleep at night. Yeah, that's a Gemini for you. They're here, there, and everywhere. Those Geminis. You gotta be busy with those Geminis, man. They keep you on your toes. Yeah. So we're gonna have a full moon. Now, this is a very sign of Capricorn. The last full moon we had was in the sign of Capricorn. So it's one of those full moons. This happens pretty much every year, where we have 2 full moons, or sometimes 2 new moons in the same sign. And this is one of them. This is one of those full moons that they refer to as a blue moon, because it happens once every not so often. It's not so happens, so it's a blue moon in that sense. So we got a full moon again in Capricorn. So we got that Capricorn energy coming to us, that need for building, that need for structure, that need for responsibility. We got to get on it. And it's going to be right at the end of the degree as well, at 29 degrees of Capricorn. That's where it's going to be taking place. So we got a full moon on the 21st. In Capricorn again, 2 full moons in Capricorn. Our last full moon was in Capricorn, and now we're having another one also in Capricorn. And then on the 22nd, the sun will move into his glorious place of strength, his domicile, his home in the sign of Leo. Yeah. And on the day of the full moon, that's the day that the planet Mars also moves into Gemini. Interesting. What else is happening? Sun will move into Leo. As the sun moves into Leo, he's going to oppose Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So things are going to be a little bit because it's in close proximity to where Pluto is. It's just out of sign. But on the 22nd, the sun will move into Leo, where he's going to oppose Pluto, and it's going to get quite intense around that time also as well. For a few days, it won't be for long. Will probably be intense from about that 22nd until about, let's say, the 28th of July. Then it will start to, wind down a bit. So do be mindful in terms of what you're doing at the end of July, because there's a lot of intensive energy about. So yeah, we need to be somewhat mindful of that. What else am I gonna talk about? And I think I will. The last thing I will touch on is that on the 25th of July, yeah, it looks like it's on the 25th of July, the planet Mercury is going to move into Virgo, into the sign where he rules. And literally about a week after that, we can expect the planet Mercury to start his retrograde period. So, but that's going to be in August. I'll talk more about that probably next week and the week after, where we can hone in and start gearing up ourselves for another Mercury retrograde. As I'm speaking to you, I noticed an email just came in, and it's an email. We've already got a winner, man. You're answering the question too late. Yeah. Nice try though. We've already got a winner, man. You're too late. You'll have to jump on the next one. That's how it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there. That is the cosmic news for today. Some interesting stuff, some dynamic stuff. Keep a key note for those dates, which I meant happen for sure. Make no mistake about it. And let's get back to the show. Tiffany's asking, does the upcoming Mars Uranus conjunction also conjunct the fixed star Algol? It is around there, I must say. It's Algol 6, isn't it? So yes, it is around Algol. It is. Let's just hope somebody doesn't lose their head when I say that as well. I've seen it literal. The likes of Che Guevara, he had some important around that degree. And his head's all on t-shirts all around the world, isn't it? So yeah, it is conjunct the fixed star Algol. Yeah, it's true. So let's just know, and I just think Mars-Uranus combination is quite, it's just very explosive, and with Uranus, it's so unpredictable. There's no saying what will happen with when Uranus is involved. There's no telling what would happen when Uranus is involved. So it's yeah, it's so yeah. Watch out for that. Okay. That time of the week. I did ask first person. Again, these are the rules. I ask a question. The first person who inboxes me from 12 midnight Tuesday, from the next week Tuesday, first person who inboxes me is the person who gets the prize, if there is a prize. Sometimes there is a prize, although I'm hopeless in sending them. I don't like going to the post office. And people will be saying, "Where's my bag?" um, but of lately it's been a bit of money. And for this week, it's going to be a bit of money as well. It's £30 up for grabs. We do have a winner. I'm going to go to the emails. I want to say that there has been, hold on a minute. What time is it? I recorded it the time it came in. 12:01. Who's this? This is Christian. Anik. Who are you? I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just like, is it Anik? Anik? Is that how I pronounce your name? Anik Daz? Are you here? Okay, Anik Daz. Okay, so yours came in bang on 12. Okay, we had Vuya as well. Well, you and Christian came in at 01. But your answers worked. The question I asked was, what does Mars and Saturn have in common? Yes, they're both. But Christian, you gave me 5 answers. Like, you were in. Like, you must have been in the zone. Yes, they're both malefics. Both planets are in domicile, in cardinal signs, and in fixed signs. So they both rule cardinal and fixed signs. They're both exalted in cardinal signs. Of course, Saturn in Libra and Mars in Capricorn. Both planets are detriment in cardinal and in fixed signs also as well, of course, because they rule cardinal and fixed signs. And both planets are in fall in cardinal signs. So, Anik, you got it. Although you didn't put 5, you gave me 4, but I asked for 4, which is what you gave me. I'm wondering whether, is it a case that you are sending these things at, are you programming, or I don't know. I just know that you can program emails, but if you are programming them, or if you are sending them like at 12 bang on, is there a chance that maybe an email could push another email out of the way? Or am I thinking too rational? I don't know. It is what it is. Tiffany, I hate going to the post office. You and me both. I thought it was just me. I can't stand post offices. God damn. I hate them. I hate them with a, I don't know. I know that's, I mean, in a way, I have a love for them because I mean how everything gets shipped away and the connection. I love the mercury energy of the post office. But going there, no, I think what it is I've just had experiences of just queuing up. My local post office, listen, you see the queue for that? It's something else. It is in a whole different league. I kid you not. So yeah. So, question for today. What is today's question? I actually have a few. I don't know which one it is that I should. I think I want to ask an easy one. £30 is up for grabs. Is the first person who inboxes me next week from midnight. The email address is on your screen right now, the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. I read it out for those of you who are listening to the recording, perhaps on the podcast, on the Amazon or Spotify, just listen to the audio. It's the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. It's the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. See, we got a smart ass here. You can send £30 to my account, seeing as I said the books I want are worth more than £30. We'll send details now. You see how people are. They would rather I'll keep the book. Don't you worry. I'll be more than happy to send you £30. But yeah, I would definitely keep the book because you can't get this book anymore. Hell, it's out of print. I'll be putting it on Amazon for about £1,000. So I'll do that. Good exchange. Okay, that's cool. The question for today is, I need four things that the planet Venus and Jupiter have in common. I've asked a similar question of this before, but four things that the planet Venus and Jupiter have in common. Four things. First person who inboxes me at the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com next week, Tuesday, starting from 12 midnight. First person who gets it in, £30 is yours. Congratulations to Anik. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Anik. For your for the winner. Send me the details and I will PayPal you the money. What four things? Venus and Jupiter, what do they have in common? Four. I need four. Right. Okay. And there's been similar ones. I've asked that question actually, but I'm just making it a bit more tougher. So that's what it is for there. Okay. Florence is saying that's not fair. I won the competition fair and square. Exactly. So the book's here for you, man. Don't worry. I'm just like terrible at sending it. Oh my god. I tell you, people, what can I say? But yeah, I've had trauma. I've had a post office trauma. Need to work with it. Anyway, tarot card of the week. Let us go for the tarot card of the week. Let's see what the tarot card of the week is. I'm just gonna split the cards. You know me. And let you know what is the tarot card, what is the message for us this week. What have we got? Ooh, I'm loving that. We got the great Empress herself in the building. We like that. So that is the tarot card for us this week. It's the Empress. The Empress is paying us a visit. This is a card about abundance, security, fertility, all of the nice things of life. This week, we need to be appreciative. We need to work on our ability to have abundance in our life, to have more love, to have more security, to be more fertile. Fertile can come in so many different ways. Yes, we tend to use it more in a pregnancy kind of settings. But fertile, you could be fertile in imagination, you could be fertile in creativity, you could be fertile in emotions, you can be fertile in compassion, you can be fertile with money. This is the kind of fertility that we need. We need that. We need to embrace that. We need to work on it. We need to welcome it. You'll be surprised how many people cannot welcome in stability, abundance, security. Sometimes we reject it based on certain past experiences, based on lack of trust. We reject it. This card of, I said the queen, well, she is a queen. The queen of earth essentially is telling us that we need to do. That is what the Empress card essentially is about. So it's about maintaining, it's about building that security in our lives over the course of the next 7 days. It's a really good card. And for many are going to be experiencing the Empress in our lives. Apologies, it's cutting out. My thing's buffering here. Why it's doing that, I've got no frigging idea. But it should not be doing that. But that is the card of the week. we got the great Empress. So welcome, the great Empress. My name is Israel Josie. You have been tuned into the one and only Lunar Lounge show. I want to thank each and every single one of you. I'll be back with you next week, same place, same time. I want to thank all you guys here on the YouTube who've been participating. Yes, you always make it nice. Shout outs to everybody here also who's joined me on the Instagram also as well. TV boxing, you joined here. Boxing going on here, man. You know what I mean? I not to throw that jab. Don't worry about that. I know who that is. You're here too. Okay. All right. Cool. Shamim. Okay. Miss Skazi. Lodo. Is it Vita? Lodo Vita. I don't know. I don't want to. Eduardo. Shout outs to you all. Thank you for all joining me on the Instagram. And like I said, I'll be with you next week as well. Thank you very much, Yvette. Yes, it's been cutting out a lot, Israel. Yeah, I need to sort this out. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna sort it. I'm gonna get on it. I need to just I just need to get on with it. That's me. That's my time. Each and every single one of you. Next week, same place, same time. In the meantime, people, stay safe, stay blessed.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Be good, and I'll be with you next week.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I am out. Thank you.